Hi guys, this video will be this Christmas type of nail design video, and it will be on my own hands. And it is actually a very simple nail design. I'm just showing you, I already did my left hand and now I'm going to be working on my right hand. I'm going to be using this cuticle pusher. I got this on a previous PR package and I will link it down below. Actually, it's really good. It's very sharp, that I will tell you. It is sharp. If you don't properly use it, you could cut yourself, but it works so nice. I'm usually used to using the straight cuticle pushers, as you guys know, and I get those from Sally's, but I got this one and I just fell in love with it. It just pushes my cuticles back really nice. I don't really have to do it hard and I don't have to do it a lot of times. It simply just pushes it right away and it's so nice. And ever since I've used this one, this is the third time I've used it on my hands, I feel like my cuticles actually gotten better. And I'm using this cuticle nail bit I get from Y.E.D, and it's really nice for the cuticle, especially if you're starting from scratch. It is very fine, so it doesn't damage your skin. If used properly, you will not damage your nails. So I just clean off my cuticle area. Now this cuticle bit is been through a lot. I have two. I just really want to use this until its full capacity before tossing it away. And it does take me a little bit more work than I'm used to doing because it is dulling up already. But after this, I'm definitely gonna use the new one and then toss this one away. But I've had it for quite a while, so I'm glad that I got the most out of it. That is just why you see me being on my nails a little bit longer, because it is a little bit more duller, so so it's a little bit more work. I'm putting just a little bit more pressure than I normally do because I want to get the most out of this bit. But I do recommend it for doing nail sets from scratch. It works really nice and it is super fine and it does not heat up. It does not damage my nails at all. Like I said, if you use it properly, parallel, it works really nice. You don't want to lift it. You don't want to make it kind of dig into your nails at all. If you lay it flat, you're not only taking care of the cuticle, but you're cleaning the nail as well, all at once. After I am done, I'm just dusting off so I can see what's left, if there's anything more I need to do. And then I go in with my file and just file down the nails that are long. I just shape them a little bit. I don't really do too crazy or too much. The other nails are really short because I do tend to bite my nails. That is why I always have something on. And I will be using Mia Secret's clear acrylic. I will also be using my alpha brush. I'll leave a link down below. And I also have an affiliated code with that if you guys want to save some money and support me as well. And I'm going to be using my Mia Secrets nail forms. These are one of my favorite ones. They're super long, so they can give you a really nice long nail. And what I first do is I close the end of it first, and then I apply it on my nail, and then I use the little tab, the little round tab, and stick it underneath so it doesn't pop open and it stays secure and safe, so that way I can go through the whole process. And I do use Protein Bond. This is from Youngnails. It is my primer that I use for acrylic applications. And I did dehydrate my nails. I didn't show that part, but I did dehydrate my nails with alcohol and a lint-free wipe. And I'm going in with my Youngnails acrylic monomer, and I use my Mia Secrets clear acrylic, and I just create the nails that way. I make sure that when I go in for the first bead, if it's too wet, I just put the brush against the paper towel to absorb any extra liquid so that it's easier for me to work with. When the beads are too wet, they tend to run away and go every single which way. I'm used to using a lot of nail forms, so I don't mind catching the beads and fixing it and taking my time with them. But if you want to work a lot faster, I would definitely recommend using more of a medium to dry beads. And I'm just measuring my nails because I want to make sure they match the opposite hand. And yeah, they're all in the same similar size, but it's just habit for me to measure each and every single one to make sure, because some of my nail beds are actually shorter than others. Some of them are a lot slimmer and some of them are a lot wider. And short wise as well. So I want to make sure that I get them as close as possible to my other hand. And like I said, I first squeeze the tip of the nail form, and then I put it on my finger, and then I squeeze the bottom and use the little circle tab to secure it, and then I go in with my monomer. And I normally use nail tips, but there's just this stage where I will get into nail forms and only use nail forms, and then other times where I just get into nail tips and only use nail tips. I have no preference, to be honest with you. It all really depends on the client's nails. On myself, I feel like it's really easy to use nail forms because I know my nails, and I know I work faster, and I know how to use them on my fingers really well. My nails are more on the curvy side, so the nail forms work really great with my nails. Depending on the client, if the client has a lot more straight nail beds or flatter nail beds, then I would stick to nail tips. It's just easier to work with nail tips when it comes to that. Nail forms, they're okay when it comes to flatter nails. It's just sometimes there's tends to be a gap in between the nail form and the natural nail. So when the nail grows out, sometimes you have that gap or that uncomfortableness underneath your nail bed. So that's just some tips if you always wondered what would work best with what type of nails. But it's honestly whatever you work with. I've seen amazing talented nail techs use nail forms all the time, and they do an amazing job. I've seen some use only nail tips, and they do an amazing job. So it's really preference, what you prefer. I feel like it might be a little bit quicker, just a little bit. If you used forms before and you use them often, it would definitely be quicker because you just apply them and you already created the entire nail, and you don't have to waste your time sitting there gluing on the nail tips. So that I feel like would be faster. But if you haven't used nail forms, it'll probably take you a good minute to get used to them. I also loosen them up. I don't know if you see before I fold them, I loosen them up where my finger's actually going to go in through, because I want that to be as nice and flexible as possible so it fits underneath snugly on my nail. And like I said, I measured the other one previously. I just always do that. And I squeeze it, but you don't want to overly squeeze the nail. If you overly squeeze like you've seen here, I have to go back and press down on the form to flatten it out a little bit so that there's space for me to build the nail on the free edge. So that's just something else too. And sometimes the nail forms look a little bit crooked when I apply them. So just make sure when you're done building that nail, you turn it around facing you so you can make sure that they are all angled correctly. I mean, you can always go back and add more acrylic after you remove the nail form, but you want to prevent that extra time and work that you will be putting in. And that's all I'll be doing. And don't mind my brush. I did have a little bit of dry acrylic on my brush. I just kept going because it doesn't bother me. It will affect the performance if you're not used to having dry acrylic or anything on your brushes. I always say maintain them as clean as possible. I do have other brushes, but I really do just honestly enjoy the Alpha brush. That is why I just kept using it. I was like, I got this. I can clean it off. Once these dry off really quickly, I'll clean it up before I continue on building the color, and that's why you'll see the brush will get a lot better. But it is that. It's definitely that, and making sure you're always cleaning and wiping your brush. And as I'll go on the video, you'll see my brush get even better. It's just at first I was like, oh crap, this is not that great, and I didn't want to pause the video. I just wanted to continue so that I don't lose any more time. But I would definitely recommend, especially working on a client, this is just on my own hand, so it didn't bother me much. But if it's on a client, I would just use a different brush or tell them to give me a few minutes and I'll soak it off while I do something else, while I'm prepping their nails or something like that. And I also wanted to mention that some of the nails I did more beads and I made them more structured, and that is simply because those are done. I just wanted a clear base and I was going to just put polish and whatever design I'm going to put on top. The other ones that I did not completely do are it's the index finger and the ring finger. I didn't completely build them. I just left a nice very thin layer of clear acrylic because I will be going in with color or glitter acrylic on top of that. So I didn't want to fully build the clear. I just did the clear underneath to protect my nail from, you know, getting all that glitter color stains or the glitter stuck to my natural nails, because it's a pain in the butt to remove. So that is why my ring finger and my index finger did not have structure and did not have a nice apex yet, because I was building. And this is where I'm using the mixes I'll be using here. The green and the reds are my own personal glitter mixes that I made. I'll link down a video below where I show you guys how I make my own glitter and color acrylics. So that is why there's no link or code to that. But I will link down the video if you would like to see. And on the green one, you will notice that it's a little bit more chunky and it doesn't spread as evenly. And that is simply because I didn't add enough clear acrylic, which I do towards the end. But that is what I do. I do the glitter acrylic and then I encapsulate both nails with clear. Then I will go back and file them. Now, before I did this red on, you can tell I already pre-shaped my nails. This is a mylard glitter that I'll be using, and it is in the green color that I'll be using. I wanted to add little chunks and bits of it to not overpower the the red, but I wanted to add some green just to make it a little bit more Christmassy, more shiny. And I got these from Aliexpress. I love ordering all my glitter or art collection. So I definitely recommend Aliexpress, eBay, Amazon. Great prices for nail art. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing for the other nails. I will make sure I encapsulate these as soon as I am done putting all the acrylic that I want to put down. Once those nails are done and dry and ready to be filed on, I will go in with my safety bit, and I get this, I'll put the link down below. I can never pronounce the name. It's like Toscana, USA. I'm totally murdering the name, but I'll put the link down below. They're very inexpensive and they work amazing. I go through these really fast when I had clients, and now that I use it just for myself, I thankfully. Don't go through them that fast. And I usually just use this to help me file down the sidewalls so that I don't sit there filing forever. And it gets really close to the cuticle area so that my cuticle is really nice and clean. And if there's any extra acrylic underneath the nail, because I want my nail free edge to have a nice C curve, so I make sure I clean that off. And then after I use this bit, I will go in with the hand file and just make sure that I clean up the sidewalls. If there's anything else I need to file or clean, I will definitely be doing that. After shaping my nails, and if I need to buff, I will definitely buff. I buffed underneath. I will be using these two polish colors, Sienna and Jet Black, from the gel bottle, two of my very common polishes. And then I'll be using the top coat, and I will be using this foil transfer gel from Daily Charm. The top coat is from Yogi. It's one of my favorites. And I'll be using these two nail foils in green and blue. I'll be using this stamp that I got from Aliexpress and this polish from, I think it's called LA Colors from Walmart. And also the stamper and the cleaner that I use, the scraper, is from Youngnails Caption. It's a cute little set that I got, and I really do like the stamper. It works amazing. It works the first time I use any stamping, which stamping is not my favorite thing to do. Honestly, I don't really enjoy it, but I feel like it helps enhance a lot of nail art. It just gives it that extra last cherry on top type of deal. So I'm learning to enjoy it more and to try it out more. But definitely the Caption Jelly Stamper is amazing. It's see-through, so you can see exactly where you're laying the design on the nail. It works really great. The only downside to it that I would say is that it doesn't come with a cap. It doesn't come with something where I can seal it and protect it from getting any fuzzies or any kind of dust or anything else on it when I put it away. And many other ones I had previously do have that, so that is why I really didn't use this much. But it works amazing. So all I do is I keep it in a little mini Ziploc baggie to protect it from anything on it. And the scraper that it comes with, it's honestly just like a credit card. If you have an old credit card, an old library card, whatever it is, you can use that to clean off when you're using stamping tools. I mean, the LA Colors polish, the white one I used, is from Walmart, and I really went out there and I bought almost every single color they had. I bought the pinks, the reds, the whites. The only color I didn't buy was black, which I should have, but those work amazing with stamping. So I recommend those. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to buy stamping polishes. Those work great, and you can also use them as regular polish. So I will be applying 2 coats of sienna, which is the red, on that nail. So I applied 1 coat, then I will cure it, then I will go in and apply a 2nd coat, and then I top coated the green nail after I did the stamping on. I top coat my index finger because that one is ready to go. That one is done, and I will also make sure I put the top coat in back of the nail because it is a clear nail, so I want to make sure that it looks transparent. You can see right through. And here I am applying the 2nd color of sienna, and I just wanted to do the red foil on top of the sienna, and I wanted to do it in pieces. I didn't want to do a full foil nail because I just wanted that other darker deep red to show as well, so it can kind of give dimension to the nail. And then for my pinky and my thumb, I will be polishing them black with just 1 coat of jet black. That is all I need. This brand, the gel bottle, is just so amazing. It works so great. Especially they're black, you just need 1 coat and you're done. You can put 2, but since I'm putting a design on top of this, I'm using nail foils. There's no need to completely do 2 coats unless it was just going to be the black polish that was going to be showing on the nail. After curing the red polish, I go in with my gel foil. Now you can use regular gel polish, but you have to find a good gel polish that is extremely tacky and sticky, that the foil will stick to. That is why I just stick to something that's specifically made for that, which is this gel foil polish, and it works so good, you guys. It is so sticky and tacky that it grabs onto that foil and just makes your life so much easier. If you do foils, want to do foils, you definitely have to invest in getting a really nice foil gel. It works super fast. You just cure it for 30 seconds and you can just right away put the foil right on top like I'm doing. And it sticks so well, and it just enhances all your designs. So it's something I recommend. I cannot stand using the regular foil glue or whatever that's called, that white or off-white polish that you would put on top, which is, I'm pretty sure it's just glue. And waiting for it to dry clear in order to put the foils. I don't have time for that. But this gel polish is beautiful. It is from Daily Charm. There's many brands that have different ones. As long as it's a gel polish foil for foils, get it, you guys. The brand really shouldn't make too much of a difference. So I definitely recommend it if you want to do foil nail art, because it is worth it. After I do the foil, I will be going in with my top coat, and I will be sealing in the foil and any other nails that I have completed. You can definitely go in and do crystals, add on any more designs, anything else you would like. But for me personally, I just wanted to keep them, I don't even want to say simple because these are not simple, but I just wanted to keep them as clean as possible without any bulk or 3D or anything else like that. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you're already not subscribed. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.